So I wanted to discuss on the chances for a season 3 for the anime The Testament of the Sister New Devil, because this is an anime that's kind of a bit of an occult classic, and it's definitely one that is constantly being asked about. So I thought I'd discuss about the chances of a season 3, because there are many things that we can look at positively and negatively, and of course we can't really use statistics in the sense of overall DVD sales and Blu-ray sales because of when the anime came out. Those numbers are kind of a little bit irrelevant now because of the distance between when we've gotten recent stuff and when the first two seasons came out. But I also wanted to make a quick note that seasons 1 and 2 looked like it got a contract together. It's one of the things that many studios do when new seasons are made. Sometimes they'll go, okay, let's do this amount of episodes and split it into 2 seasons. Riv Testament, it was basically split between 13 episodes for the first season and 10 episodes for the second season, which I found a little bit weird because the second season only got 10 episodes. I just felt that was a little bit weird. Now, because of the fact that it came out as when as it did, that really does sort of make things very rocky for a third season. Because the anime is as old as it is, it's definitely had a lot of age put on it, which generally hurts it. And because it's a very saturated market, being harem ecchi genres that are a dime a dozen every anime season, we get them quite frequently, especially harem animes. That definitely makes it difficult for many animes to get new seasons. And I know some people are going to throw up, but what about High School DxD? What about Data Live? Those are very much exceptions to the rule because of just how popular they are in the light novels and the DVDs and the merchandise. Those two animes and others very much like that are extremely popular. While Testament isn't as popular and as mainstream in the main eyes, so it definitely puts things in a bit of a rocky situation, much like Trinity 7. Trinity 7 is quite popular, but not popular enough to just get its own new season, like right off the bat. We've gotten the season 1 and then 2 movies. And this is where I've been kind of thinking that if we are to get more content in the Testament, I could see more OVAs, because the previous OVA came out in March 2018. So it wasn't that long ago the hour-long OVA came out. And that is why I really do believe that Testament could get more content, whether it be an OVA, a movie, or a third season. But the thing is that when Testament originally came out, there was another studio that was working on that particular anime, and now in the recent times that studio has actually in fact gone bankrupt. So it's not just a fact of hoping that another studio will pick it up, but also them wanting to invest enough time and money to work on a season 3. And that's why I'm kind of leaning maybe a bit more towards another OVA and a movie. A studio might be willing to pick that up, try a movie, see how things go, and then if things are profitable enough, then they might be willing to then go for a season 3. I think it's just going to be very slow and rocky because of all the different things that have kind of transpired. The fact that a studio has gone bankrupt and now has obviously got this anime just kind of laying in the open space of, well, maybe someone else might pick it up or they just might not touch it. And that's what I mentioned before about the market being very saturated in this area. As much as this is definitely one of those classics that people really love, it's not very hard to find another anime that is similar in tropes in that area, and someone else could just be like, well, let's do that instead of picking up Testament and running the risk of something not being as profitable. And that's where these studios are going to weigh up the positives and the negatives. And I do truly hope that season 3 does happen, because it is one of those classics that I really do enjoy. But as I mentioned before, we got to weigh up the positives and the negatives. And the fact that, yes, they had been doing OVAs beforehand and then the company went bankrupt. Now we've got to hope that another studio or company will pick it up or do another OVA or a movie on top of that, is very much of a up in arms. But overall, I'd love to know your thoughts in the comment section down below. What are your thoughts about this? Would you love a season 3 of this anime? And again, there is definitely a lot of websites that are kind of throwing different theories and speculations, but there is no credible release date or information out there about this anime so far, so we'll just have to wait and see what news and information we find out. But if you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe for more anime content, and I'll see you beautiful nerds in the next video.